We've been in St Stephen's now since June, so coming up to 9 months. What we're really about is I source a lot of my fish from up and down the East Coast because my background is being a fish merchant. So I already had a lot of contacts with fishermen and fish merchants up and down the coast. So I buy directly off the boats and bring it back to the restaurant and cook it. We do all sorts of seafood, from turbot to halibut, and then just your basic fish and chips, you know, so we do everything across the board really, whatever we can source. So really I'm looking for a nice clear eye of a fish, but I know they're fresh because actually sometimes they're still whittling about actually when they're coming directly off the boat, because I'm there when they're landing them from Scarborough. So, and just looking for a nice shiny skins if they haven't been trawled, or if they're line caught, and a good nice slime on the fish. I buy my scallops from Scarborough, direct off a boat called Joanna, who goes up to Robin Hood's Bay and back down the coast, you know, getting his scallops, and they're just the best scallops I've ever used anyway. But if you shook them yourself, obviously you can see the freshness of them, so you don't, you know, there's no sell-by dates that you're dealing with, and you know how fresh they are, and also when you take them out, they also beat like a heart as well. And I mean, it's just the freshness you just can't beat, because sometimes when you get them off a supplier, they could have been in the tub a week, or they could have been caught a week, so you know exactly, you know. I've picked them up, I brought them back with my van from Scarborough. Basically we shook them and we start cooking with them, you know. Just know the freshness of them and the quality. It's always there really. So it would make my life a lot easier to buy them in where it's mostly being done and checked by the processor, but doing them myself just takes a little bit more time. But there again, I know that the product's going to be bang on, it's totally fresh, and it's the best product I can probably use for scallops. Just the freshness of the fish is the most important thing, you know, because a lot of fish and chip shops and fish places now are using frozen at sea, where I mean it's just got a rubbery texture and a rubbery taste, and I mean I think we're losing there almost using fresh seafood, but it is becoming harder to source. But I'm quite lucky for having my contacts to get fresh seafood. So my favourite seafood dish is, I know it sounds a bit strange really, but it's battered smoked haddock. It's quite a quirky thing, but people say battered smoked haddock, but I mean it's absolutely superb.